مشاهدينا مساء الخير، اهلا وسهلا بحضراتكم. النجاح يمكن ملوش خلطه سريه ولا لوغاريتم يوصلك بسهوله لاهدافك، ويمكن لو سالت اشهر واغنى رجال الاعمال في العالم عن سر نجاحهم مش هيتفقوا على حاجه واحده بقدر اتفاقهم على استمرار السعي والتجربه والمخاطره. وايلون ماسك واحد من الناس اللي فهمت القصه دي واشتغل في كل حاجه بنفس الشغف والقوه لحد ما بقى ايقونه في عالم المال واحد اهم رجال الاعمال المؤثرين في البيزنس، وقريبا تقريبا في عالم السياسة. في لقاء استثنائي يسعدنا ويشرفنا أن يكون معنا النهاردة في أول ظهور في وسيلة إعلام مصرية المهندس إيلون ماسك، والد الملياردير الأمريكي إيلون ماسك، رجل الأعمال الشهير، أغنى رجل في العالم، ومؤسس شركة سبيس إكس لاستكشاف الفضاء، والرئيس التنفيذي لشركة تسلا المتخصصة في صناعة السيارات الكهربائية، وكمان وزير الكفاءة الحكومية في إدارة الرئيس الأمريكي المنتخب دونالد ترامب. Mr. Errol, thank you for joining us on Yom 7 TV.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. At the start, could you share some details about Elon early life, actually childhood, like what were his main interests as a child?
Well, his main interests as a child were the same things that he's doing now. He loved rocketry and he loved computers. He was crazy about computers. He knew everything there was to know about the internet in the mid-80s, when most people didn't know anything about the internet. When he was a boy of about 12, 13, he knew about the internet. So he was very advanced with that.
Okay, are there any memorable stories about from Elon's actually childhood that stand out with you till now?
Well, yes, many memories. You know, there are so many that I would have difficulty thinking of one particular memory, but yes, obviously very many memories.
Okay, did you ever sense that Elon Musk would grow up to be a very different person from others right now?
Well, you know, we've always been a family that has done things a little differently. You know, each generation has tried very hard to do the most that they can. Elon has had some fantastic opportunities thrown his way, and so he has managed to use those opportunities for his, you know, for a much greater success than any of us have ever had before. And you know, so we just keep on trying. And if you had to ask Elon now if he thinks that he's successful, he will tell you that he thinks maybe one day he will be successful.
Okay, so far he doesn't feel like he's successful?
No.
Okay, do you think that you have raised Elon differently from his siblings, maybe as a family?
Well, not his siblings. The siblings and him have been raised the same way. So all the children are very much the same. They are all private entrepreneurs, and they all have their own thing that they're doing. Like my daughter, Oscar, has a film network called Passionflix, which is the same as Netflix, you know. And my son has many hundreds of restaurants, my other son, and my other daughter, she is doing solar windows, you know. So they're all very active in their fields. Elon is just very outstanding in what he's doing because it's so visible what he's doing, you know.
Okay, obviously you have raised a very different kids, but they're all outstanding kids actually, so it's a very good for you. So how would you like to describe Elon's relationship with his siblings and family?
Oh,
in
no,
a word,
we have
maybe,
very
I
good
don't know.
relationship. No,
Okay,
I would say very good. Very good. I always told my children that their brothers and sisters are the most important people in their lives. They cannot, under any circumstances, not be on good terms with your brother and sister. You must never be on bad terms with your brother or your sister, ever.
Okay, I'd like to talk maybe as you're talking about you have grown up them like to be more like friends and family together, stick together so hard and 10 times. So I'd like to know about your last gathering actually. When did you last gather together?
Yesterday in fact.
Okay, you have been together all yesterday?
In Abu Dhabi.
Okay, you are all in Abu Dhabi? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, did you ever imagine that Elon would be one of the wealthiest people in the whole world, or was it something that took you by surprise maybe?
No. 20 years ago, I said to people that he won't stop until he's number one. 20 years
Okay.
ago, I said to people that he won't stop until he's the number one. So I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised at all, actually. Okay,
No.
that's a good thing, actually, that you have been, you trust your son so much that you have known that he will at some point reach his goals and dreams.
Yeah. Well, you
Yes.
know, his goal and dream is to try and get people to Mars. And
Yes,
for
yes, I
him,
know.
he feels like at the moment, he feels like he's about 8 years behind, you know, and
Okay.
we have to measure things in terms of our lifespan. And so in the time that he's got left, you know, he's very concerned that he won't achieve what he wants to achieve in his lifetime, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, yes, I do
You know.
understand what you mean.
Yes.
Okay, would you like to be on the first, I don't know, trip to Mars? You would enjoy it,
No.
maybe? Or would you be scared of the
I'll
great
go on the
transformation?
fourth or fifth one.
Okay, the fifth one, okay.
I'll go on the fourth or fifth one.
Okay.
No, the first one we'll put you on.
Okay, that's good.
You.
Actually, okay, me, it's a very good
First
adventure. Okay.
one.
I'll take this as a promise, actually, and if you did not do this, it would be a big problem
Yeah.
between us, okay? Okay, I would like to ask
Yes.
you more about, have you ever discussed X, formerly Twitter, with Elon? Did you ever criticize his decisions, or has he ever expressed regret about buying the platform? Okay.
No. When in 2022, early 2022, when he discovered that Twitter was saying very bad things about him, I said to him that he must buy Twitter.
Okay.
So he then started looking to buy Twitter. Twitter was worth about $7 billion at the time. And then I told him it's an arm of the Democratic government. It's not a free platform, and he must
Okay.
stop them. And so he did. And they made him pay, unfortunately, $44 billion for it, but he bought it. And now Twitter does about 10 times as much traffic as it did then. So Twitter has grown by about 10 times
Okay.
since 2022.
Okay, it's a big achievement for him, and a big,
Yes.
actually, a big everything actually for him. So it's good for him that he buy it at some time. Okay, I'd like to ask you, if Elon were to run as the
Yes.
president of the United States one day, would you support him?
For president. For president.
Yes, as a president of the United
What's the
States of
question?
America.
Yes, of course I would support him. Absolutely. At the moment, though, we're not thinking about things like that. At the moment,
Okay.
we are concentrating on the present problems that America has got, that have been left to America by the Biden and a very bad administration that they have had. And so we are now focusing on trying to improve or get America back on the rails, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, I do understand
We're
what you
trying to
mean.
make good what has been made bad by the Biden people.
Okay,
Yes.
what drove Elon to shift from
Yes.
supporting Democrats to backing Republicans and funding Donald Trump campaign? What made him do this shift?
Well, you know, yes, it's a very good question.
Thank you so much.
when people left South Africa white people left South Africa to go to America, they tend to try and be with the left and the liberal people to try and show that they are not from an apartheid country, you know? And so
Yes.
for that reason, Elon and the others all tried to say that, you know, they were not from South Africa and they were Democrats. But as time has gone by, especially in the last few years, they've seen the damage that has been caused by the Democrats in America. And so they changed their thinking. And it all started when Biden invited the electric car manufacturers to the White House a couple of years ago. And they Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Yes, I can see and
they
hear you clearly,
did
actually.
not invite Tesla.
Okay.
They did not invite Tesla. They invited all the other car manufacturers, but not Tesla. And
Okay.
Tesla was the only car manufacturer that was making a success at the time. And Biden introduced General Motors as the leading electric car manufacturer in America, whereas in fact, Tesla sold 1 million cars in that year. And so Elon was very confused. He couldn't understand why they were doing this to him. And then he couldn't understand why they were saying such bad things about him, and that they were trying to blacken his name everywhere, you know?
Yes, I do understand you. Okay, it's a very big
Yes.
shift, but still he have done what is right for him. So how do you see Elon's support for Donald Trump himself as the newly elected US president?
Yes, he's going to do everything he can to support Trump. Trump is somebody that we like very much. I have liked him for many years. And it's not so much that I follow Trump, but I follow the ideas of the people that he is with. That is to have common sense government, not wasting, and to do things that are not making stupid decisions and not doing stupid things all the time. You know?
Okay, did you discuss supporting Donald Trump with Elon before he have done it, or it was just his own decision?
Oh, yes. Oh, no, I discuss it with him a lot. A great deal. And,
Okay.
Trying to find your feet in these situations is very difficult. And you must understand also, for Elon to make the change that he's done is not easy, because he has lost a lot of so-called friends, not really friends, but he has lost people that pretended to be his friends,
Okay.
and so that's fine, because we want to get America back on the rails.
Yes, you are. Do you think that Trump would make it to get America back in the right direction again?
Yes, of course. Absolutely. No problem. There will never be another bad Democrat government for a long time in America.
You do have a very
Never.
good belief in this. So let's hope for
Yes,
this again.
I'm very convinced of that.
Yes, that's
Trump
a good
has
thing.
united the American people. Yes, Trump has united the American people behind him.
Okay.
He has a united America behind him.
Okay,
For the first time, America is not divided.
Okay, it's actually a good thing that they're not divided anymore. So do you believe that Trump administration might work to escalate conflicts in the Middle East and push for peace in the region?
Improvement in the region, recognition of Arabs. Pardon?
I can't hear you.
Recognition of the Arab countries, peace in the region, giving attention to the Arab countries, the recognition that they deserve, and making sure that people don't go to war when they can solve the problems in better ways than going to war.
You see that Trump will try to solve problems in a better way than going to wars anymore. You think that he will try to stop wars in the Middle East, actually? Or that's what you hope for?
Yes, because the people that have been there before, the people before him, Biden, they have not been trying to stop the war. They have been trying to get the war to go on so that they can sell more arms and ammunition to the people to kill themselves with. It's not complicated. Biden and his people have not been trying to stop the wars. They have been trying to increase the wars. Even now, during this time that has just passed, Biden has allowed the Ukraine to send rockets when he's already out. He's finished, Biden. And he's told them to send rockets into Russia. So they are trying to make it more damage. And these people will be charged with the things that they've been doing.
Okay, that's actually
they will be charged.
A very good answer and a very good, a very good hope for the region, actually. So thank you so much for this.
Yes.
I'd like to know also your opinion about why Elon is trying to combine technology with politics. Why is he doing this?
No. He's not trying to combine technology with politics.
Okay.
No. He's 100% involved in technology. AI to help people see who are blind, to help people hear who are deaf. And he's trying to improve the the use of electricity, making the most of everything that is possible in the world of electric vehicles. And then, of course, he's trying to get people into outer space. So SpaceX today is the only viable launch facility in the world. I mean, the American government gave Boeing $4.5 billion to build a capsule to go to the International Space Station. They gave Elon $2 billion, less than half. Elon completed the capsule in 2 years. Boeing only sent their capsule up this year, and it failed. And Elon had to go and collect the people at the International Space Station to rescue them. No. He's doing everything he can on the technical world, but it's nothing to do with the political world. What the political world now for him means, what it means for him now, that he will have a government that will encourage him, whereas before he had a government that was antagonistic to him. The Biden administration was trying to stop him in every way that they could, while the Trump administration will give him the help that he needs, the chance he needs, and help him with the problems of regulation and so on, so that they can have a little bit easier opportunity to do what they need to do.
Okay, based on your words, you say that Elon his only interest is in not combining politics with technology. He's only focusing on technology to help the political life maybe more? To help the rise of the government?
To help the people. Well, to help, I mean, he's going to work in the government to try and reduce the wastage in the government. I don't know how he's going to find the time to do it, but, the governments all around the world are a little bit too much bigger than they should be these days. And so there's a lot of waste. And so he's going to focus on trying to reduce that waste. And that's a very good thing, a very, very good thing. Thank heavens he has somebody to help him. He's two people doing it. So I'm sure that they will make a big success of it, because there are many departments, even in the United States, where people don't even come to work for 1 year. They don't even come into their office in 1 year. They get medical aid and they get salaries and they do everything, and they don't even come into their office. And that's no good. We can't do that kind of thing anymore. Can't do that anymore. So he will help by making America stronger technically, but at the same time, if America is strong on technical things, it obviously helps the political situation, and it will help everywhere else. It will help every country. Every country now, including where I am now, can look forward to a better situation in the future, much better.
Sure.
I'm quite surprised that the Ukraine war hasn't already been finished. If it wasn't for Biden trying to keep it going, it would have been finished already. And in Gaza, there are two sides to the argument in Gaza, and both sides in Gaza have to be given proper consideration.
Musk would like to help at some point with what's going in Gaza? To help Trump, Musk at some point, Elon at some point would like to help in what's going on in Gaza right now to maybe find a solution with Trump, or maybe try to help them at some point?
Yes, and that maybe they will find a solution. They will find a solution, because there are two arguments. No, Israel is not 100% right, and the Gaza people are not 100% right. So they have to find a solution, and they will find a solution when they're dealing with intelligent people like Elon and Trump. They will find a proper solution to the situation. There's no doubt about it.
Yes. We hope for this.
It will soon be a thing of the past.
Let's hope for this. Actually, you have a great spirit about it, so let's hope for this great spirit to transfer to the whole world. Actually, at some point, Musk is Elon is a very busy man. Actually, he has a lot of business going on. So if there is actually a tip or a thing you tell him all the time about his work, what you're saying, what you're telling him actually, what you're telling him to do, what you're telling him to focus more on space, electronic cars, solving the waste in the world. I don't know what are you telling him?
Well, it's on every direction that we are working, we talk about each direction, and in each direction we give an idea of what should be done. So we've done everything we can for Tesla in the last 2 months, and the result is that Tesla has increased in value very much. And now, at the moment, there's a great deal of focus on space, Starship, to try and get a manned launch as soon as possible. So, you know, we take it step by step. In fact, you know, it's holiday time for many people in the world now, but
Yes.
they don't have a holiday. They just keep working. And for my part as a father, I tell them to try and get a chance to have a few days peace sometimes, you know, if they can, you know.
Yes, yes.
Have a break with the family, because they don't see the family enough, the children and all that, you know. So I try to ask them to do that, you know.
Yes, okay, that's a good thing actually. It's a very good thing that you're telling him like this.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take you on
Yes.
another topic. Several
Yes.
months ago, Musk posted. Actually, Elon, I don't know why I'm always saying Musk, so it's okay. Elon posted a tweet in which he talked about ancient Egyptian civilization, expressing his admiration for the temple of Hathor in Ena. Do you have any idea about what is the secret behind Musk's admiration for ancient Egyptian civilization? Is it you, maybe?
Yes, well, you know, yes, me. Everybody in the world is very fascinated by Egyptian history and Egypt. I've been to Egypt 3 times. I've taken them as children to Egypt. We have been inside the Great Pyramid. We have been to the Valley of the Kings. We have seen all the things, as many as we can of the things there. The culture there is fantastic. I've written a book on it, on our travels there, and I'm hoping to publish it next year. It's about Egypt, and it's about my travels in Egypt. Yes.
Well, actually, it's a great thing. Actually, I would like to see it. I'm actually waiting for it. Actually, yes.
Yes.
So if there is any possible that his admiration will be transformed in the future into investment in the Egyptian tourism sector, or studies, or even exploring site, as he have done this exploration several times in several places?
Yes. If the government in the countries can create a stable government, and if the government has the right type of rules and regulations, then Tesla and the different companies that my sons are involved in will obviously look to invest in those countries. At the moment, our biggest task at the moment is to get Starlink going all around the world, and to work with each government so that each government is happy with Starlink in their country.
Okay. So you have been here in Egypt 3 times with all your kids and family. So while Elon was here, I don't know at what age he was here actually visiting Egypt. So what is the most thing that he loved more about Egypt? What the thing that he kept talking about here in Egypt?
Well, when he was small, he liked the swords that went into the curved swords.
Yes,
and when he was a boy, he was only 12, 12 years old.
This is the last time he visited Egypt?
Yes, and then also, I think, what else? We loved everything about it, I mean, everything, especially for small children, the old buildings and everything are fascinating, for children. And so they really enjoyed seeing all those things. And, I think he spoke about Egypt recently as being one of the biggest mysteries that needs to be solved. We all want to know what is underneath the Sphinx. We all want to know what is underneath the pyramids and so on, and we listen to Professor Zawabi, or I forget his name, Zawabi or something. You know, the professor of the pyramids.
Mr.
From
زي
Egypt, he's always
حواس.
telling.
زي
Yes,
حواس.
that's it.
زي حواس.
Yes. Yes, and we like him. He talks very nice, and we listen to everything, and we're always looking to see what the new discoveries are, you see. So obviously the whole world, not just us, everybody, you know, everybody, because Egypt is the oldest civilization on earth.
Yes,
You
yes,
see?
it is. Yes, actually, yes.
Yes.
Yes, maybe
Yes.
soon, very soon, actually, we will have you here with Elon, and we will find out what you're gonna do with exploring what you have been falling for since they were kids, actually, and
Yeah.
you were loving
Yes.
here in Egypt. So I'd like to
Yes.
ask you one last question, as I know that you're busy right now, actually, and thank you for giving us some of your time, actually, while you're having fun. So if there is any similarities between you and Elon, what it would be? Between the characters, maybe.
We're both very scientifically focused people. We are technical people, engineers, and we are, in that respect, we're very, very similar. My youngest son is more autistic, but Elon and I are very similar. So we're not that good at communicating with people, but my youngest son is much better, and Elon is not a great communicator, but he's trying very hard to learn to communicate, you know, with people. But we are essentially both very scientific, engineering. We're interested in how things work and how we can make them work better, which is not always interesting for everybody, but it's very interesting for us, you see.
Yes.
You know?
Actually, it's a very good thing that you find a common ground between you and your son to talk about for hours and hours without being bored or without feeling that it's enough to sit down with each other watching anything. It's a very good thing, actually, for both of you. So, Mr. Elon Musk.
I just want to say that Elon grew up with me. Elon and his brother spent all their childhood and their school years with me, not with their mother. So they were with me all their lives, not with their mother.
Okay, you have been connected to them actually in very different things.
Yes, they spent their childhood with me.
Okay. It's a very good thing actually for you that you have enjoyed their, I don't know, every stage of their lives as they have changed a lot actually from being a child to teenager to fighting for their own dreams. So it's a very good thing actually for a father, maybe, yes. So, Mr. Elon, it has been an absolute pleasure actually speaking with you, and thank you for your time. We truly hope to have you here in Egypt as soon as possible. Thank you very much again for your time. Yes, I'll actually be waiting for you, and I'll be waiting to meet you here in Egypt when you come to Egypt.
Yes, Heliopolis. I love it there.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
ده كان حوارنا مع المهندس إيلون ماسك، والد رجل الأعمال الأشهر في العالم إيلون ماسك. شكرا لكم على المتابعة، والحقيقة في الآخر نحب نشكر زميلنا اسلام شيبة على إعداده للانترفيو ده اللي من غيره ما كانش يبقى موجود بالمناسبة. فشكرا لكم متابعينا، وانتظرونا في حوارات جديدة.